People are probably hungry. We appreciate everyone coming a little bit later. Let me do a brief introduction. My name is Daniel Lewin. I'm the corporate VP who oversees the work we do with the venture capital and startup community around the world. So I want to thank you all for coming and your interest in what we're doing in and around BizSpark, which is the most recent and by far the broadest program outreach that we have made as a company in years, if not decades. I think long ago people from Microsoft ran around and dropped off boxes of Visual Basic and developers got excited and did interesting things. And so what we've done over the last 5 or 6 years in particular, my tenure at the company has been 8 years, and I live and work out of Silicon Valley where we have about 2,000 people doing development in different areas. And so from that position and location, we've set up a team that's been working pretty hard over the last 5 or 6 years to think through on a global basis the best way to bring forward all of our tools and technologies in a friction-free way for those people who want to start new businesses. And we've done it on the heels of the Azure Platform Service launch in October. We know that for the most part the next generation developers are thinking very, very hard about things at the core in the cloud and then all of the necessary client relationships that will connect to all the services and the back end opportunity of having the cloud at the center of things. So I'm not going to spend any more time other than to thank you all and welcome you all and ask you to the extent you have enthusiasm for what we're doing, spread the word to anyone you know who's interested. We launched this program. Julian will go through it in great detail under Julian's leadership as a program manager on a global basis. And we've been very, very pleasantly surprised by the success. 82 countries, we did our initial launch. We will end the first 6-month window of operation with more than 10,000 companies in the program. And there are 1,000+ network partners who are the community, beyond the Microsoft employees, the community of entities who care about mentoring, nurturing financing, and kind of growing startups. So the goal here is to help instance those local communities that can help people and guide them from a business perspective, as well as the kind of things that we can do, which is to make the technology available in a friction-free and in effectively a low-cost, no-cost way for your first 3 years of operation. So I'll leave you with Julian. He'll go through these things in detail and answer all your questions. I apologize because we ran late. I've got another thing that I need to run to, so I don't mean to be rude, but I do have to leave. Thank you all.
Thanks, Daniel. Are you going to leave it here? Thanks for coming. My name is Julien Codorniou, and I work in Daniel's organization in the Emerging and Strategic Business team. And I'm pretty excited today because we had some good visibility on BizSpark, and I wanted to introduce you to the program and let you know some of the best success stories that we've seen coming from the BizSpark startups and from some of our partners, and answer any question that you might have on the program. So it's important to understand that BizSpark is the result of several years of feedback from entrepreneurs. Daniel's organization has been working with startups, thousands of startups for the last 8 years, and we gathered a lot of very interesting feedback from entrepreneurs who wanted to work with Microsoft, but who sometimes had issues. And you can find here a summary of what were the biggest issues for software entrepreneurs, whether they want to work with Microsoft or not. So one of the biggest one was the cost and the complexity of the Microsoft licensing. It's actually not easy when you start a company in a garage to put your hands on Visual Studio 2008, to afford SQL Server 2008 in production. And that's one of the main feedback we got from startups and entrepreneurs, is how can I put my hands as fast as possible on the Microsoft stack to build innovative software solutions. They also told us that they would appreciate to get some professional and technical support from a player like Microsoft and in a friction-free way. And the last point is on the visibility. All of the startups that we talk to ask, how can Microsoft help me to get some visibility, to get some clients, to get some VCs, to get some partners? So we've been brainstorming around that, and Daniel is really the key executive behind BizSpark. And we came up 4 months ago with that new program, BizSpark. It was launched in 82 countries and in 9 languages. And what it provides, we believe, it's everything a software entrepreneur needs to be successful. It's software, support, and visibility. So if you're eligible, and we have some pretty nice criteria here defining what we believe is an eligible startup. You have to be less than 3 years old and make less than $1 million in revenue. So if you're eligible, you can join BizSpark in a few minutes and get software support and visibility. So what you get with software, it's easy. It's actually everything from Microsoft. All the latest high-end full-featured dev tools from Microsoft, Visual Studio 2008, Team Foundation Server, and you also get 3 years of unlimited production license of server products, which means that with BizSpark, you can get, with no upfront cost, all the tools you need to develop your software app, but also run it on your own servers or head hosters for 3 years for free, and you can grow as big as you want. So that's a big game changer for Microsoft and for the community of entrepreneurs. There is also some support, professional technical support from Microsoft. If you have a problem, you have a number that you can call. And I was talking to an entrepreneur the other day, and he could not believe that he could actually call somebody at Microsoft who was willing to help him to fix his problem. He was trying to fine-tune Windows Server 2008, and the Microsoft support was willing to help him as long as the problem was not fixed. So this is something that only players like Microsoft can provide. Startups can also get support and mentorship and guidance from a community of network partners that we've been working with, and I'll get back to that later. And for the visibility, we have created a website called the BizSpark DB, which is a place where startups and entrepreneurs can profile their companies and get visibility to potential clients, partners, employees, investors. And thousands of startups have already created their profile here. So that's the package we came up with in 82 countries, in 9 languages, and thousands of startups have joined the program in the last 4 months. And it's actually very interesting to see what people are doing with our stack. So the way we wanted to deliver the program was to go through a channel of partners, and Microsoft has a very nice history of working with partners. So in the last 12 months, I would say, we try to recruit the people who can help entrepreneurs, associations who really are in the business of helping your startups to grow, who could help us to deliver the program. So in a nutshell, if you want to join the Microsoft BizSpark program, you have to be invited by someone, and that someone can be a Microsoft employee or what we call a network partner. And you can see here a list of network partners we've been working with. You have TAI, you have IBAN, you have venture capitalist firm like Banexi, and you have hosters like Pier 1, Rackspace. And actually, GoDaddy just announced this morning that they joined the program as hosters. So we believe that these are the kind of organization that can help young companies to grow. And we wanted to connect, or at least to try and connect, software entrepreneurs and organizations like that who really have an edge and can really help young companies to grow. So in one slide, to join BizSpark, you have to be less than 3 years old to make less than $1 million in revenue. There is no upfront cost. You just have to pay a $100 fee at graduation after 3 years. And you have to be invited either by a Microsoft employee or by a network partner. And what you get is full-featured dev tools, an MSDN premium subscription for your whole dev team. We have a first cap at 25 developers, but if you grow really big, we can go above. You get unlimited production license of server products, technical support, visibility, support from the community of network partners, and discounts from some of the hosting partners. And David from GoGrid will talk about that. So if you want to join, it's easy. You can connect with a network partner to get that code on Microsoft.com/BizSpark. We have network partners in every country. Or you can send us an email at BizSpark@Microsoft.com. Just let me know if you are eligible, and if you are, I'll send you a code and you can join the program in a few minutes. So now I wanted to invite two BizSpark partners, to come on stage and talk about their BizSpark experience. So François and David, if you could join. Okay. So I'm going to start with François. François is an entrepreneur from Switzerland. So François, you are the founder and CEO of Sobiz. So what is Sobiz.com exactly?
Hi, everyone. So we launched Sobiz 2 weeks ago at Demo. It's the most powerful social desktop aggregator. And we wanted to develop Sobiz to solve a problem that we are confronted more and more. We are socializing on different network, and we figure out that we are coming more and more to the web browser to check out what my friends are doing on Facebook, what my friends are doing on Twitter, and we aggregate all that in a in a desktop solution, and so it's the most powerful aggregation that has been realized so far.
And when and how did you join the BizSpark program?
So we joined through the network partner in Switzerland, IFG, and we probably joined the day after it was launched. It's really a great program, and what you mentioned before, Julien, is really, I totally confirm, it's my experience. It's the first time that I apply for such a great program, and I am not asked for a business plan or for producing many documents. It was quite a straightforward process, and it was really easy to join, and I met the criteria. It was no problem, and it was a very good process.
So what benefits do you take from the BizSpark program? What tools do you download? What are you using? What Microsoft tools and platforms are you using?
So we are using a lot of licenses that are all included in BizSpark program, and we also use now, because we are in production now, so we also use also server licenses with our partners that we have in Switzerland. So our servers are hosted in Switzerland, and we also got Win 7 bits, and so we could launch a demo also on Windows 7, which we could experience in a couple of months, which was great.
Perfect. So people can download your WPF client today?
Absolutely, and it's a WPF application, and we are now, based on what we have seen this morning with Silverlight, we are really excited to continue the development of Sobeys.
Perfect. Thank you, François. I didn't mention that, but to join BizSpark, you have to be a private software company. But if you're willing to launch a company in the next 12 months, you can also join the program. You don't need to have a formal company. If you got an idea of a product, you can join BizSpark and start coding overnight. So now, David, who do you work for?
I work for GoGrid, which is a cloud computing company based in San Francisco. We're one of the sponsors here at MIX, and we basically deliver Windows 2008, 2003 servers on demand. It takes about 3 minutes, log in, and you'll have a Windows server in the cloud ready to go. Full administrator access, PHP, ASP, a bunch of different images. In all the bags, there's a $200 free trial, a little credit card that you can all check out in the bag, run a server for a month or two.
So you're the guys behind nohardware.com, right?
Yes, that's us as well. Yeah.
So what has BizSpark changed for you? What do you offer to BizSpark startups that you don't offer to other companies?
So for BizSpark startups, obviously we're offering free licensing of Windows and SQL Server, which is generally a cost. And we're also, I think, one of the exciting things is we're able to talk to startups a lot earlier in their kind of development in terms of planning their infrastructure. Obviously, we're cloud computing, and our parent company is ServePath, which is a dedicated server provider. So we tend not to talk to developers really early until they kind of need a whole server or multiple servers. So with the BizSpark, it's been great. We're talking to people pretty early, helping them plan out kind of what they're going to need, how they're going to scale, things like that.
And do you have something to propose to startups developing PHP on Windows, PHP app on Windows, for example, or MySQL on Windows?
Sure.
Do you support that scenarios?
Yeah, we've got images ready to go on GoGrid. You can, PHP, ASP on the same server, fast CGI, all pre-built. SQL Server Express or standard pre-installed, so you can add them, delete them, do all kinds of stuff very, very easily. So it definitely appeals to the startup community.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, David.
Thank you.
So that's it for me. I'll be in the third room if you want to talk about that. But if you want to join BizSpark, just drop me a mail or team up with a network partner on the website. And in a few minutes, you can get the exact same tools and platform that the guys at MySpace or StackOverflow.com or Dassault Systèmes in France are using. So it's very easy to join, friction-free. And if there is something that you love or that you hate about BizSpark, please let me know. I'll be happy to chat. Thanks, everyone.